In this video we will see if I can buy a book from Kobo Store and then read it on my Kindle. So what I will do is to buy books from the Kobo Store on my Kobo account, a Swedish book because Kindle doesn't have so many Swedish books. So I will buy a Swedish book on my Kobo and then try to transfer it to my Kindle to read it on my Kindle instead. That will be a cool experiment for this video. So let's start by go to my desktop and then we go to the web browser. Here I have logged into my Kobo account. And here is the book I want to buy, as you can see. And if we scroll down to the bottom here, we see that this has an Adobe DRM protection. So this means that you can only buy this and read it on your Kobo e-readers. But as I said, I will try to convert it in Calibre on my Mac and to see if I can read it later on my Kindle. So let's start by trying to buy it. Buy. Okay, so now I want to use Apple Pay to see if that goes well with this. Pay with Apple Pay. Double tap on my Apple Watch. Like so. So now I have bought it. So now I got some checking if I am a real person. Why? That's strange, I think. I don't know why I should be verified, but I did that. Strange. So now the transaction is in progress. And here you see my test account, an email address I registered to do this video. I have bought this book now on my Kobo account. So let's see if I can, if we go back to my desktop can to see if the book is available on my Kobo now. Now we are back on the desktop. So I need some glasses for this, but like so. Let's open the Kobo and click on sync. Now it's syncing and there is the book. As you can see, it downloads the book on my Kindle. Loading content, it still says. I think Kobo e-readers is kind of slow actually compared to Kindle. Everything is slow. It takes a lot longer to do stuff in the UI and so on. Unfortunately, this is a Kobo Clara 2e ebook reader. So now it has synced it. And now we should find that book somewhere. Let's search for it. It's easier. like so. Here we have that book I bought from the Kobo Store. Let's open it. Here it is. As you can see, I can read it. As you see. Works great. So now we have that book on the Kobo e-reader. So now we will try to transfer this to my Kindle ebook reader instead. But first we need to check something here in the settings on the Kobo. Go into settings. Go into accounts. And here we have my test account that I did for this video. And down below here we have also authorized this ebook reader with Adobe. So we have created an Adobe account with the same account as you have on your Kobo, and then authorized this ebook reader to be able to read DRM protected books. You need to do this so it works. But I will show you also Adobe Digital Editions on my desktop, because that is an app you need to download on your computer and log into your account. You need to create an account in Adobe Digital Editions with the same email address as you are logged into your Kobo. So we have that here, authorized that account. So now we go back to my desktop, and if we go into Adobe Digital Editions here, it's very small for you maybe in this video, unfortunately, but Adobe Digital Editions is an app you can download and install for free from Adobe website. So just search for Adobe Digital Editions and download it, install it, create an account, the same account as you have on your Kobo, and log into that account. So what we will do now is to connect our Kobo device to my computer. So we go back to the table cam again. So you can see how I do that. Here we have an USB-C cable, and the other end is connected to my Mac. So now we go into this device by connecting it and choose connect, as you see there. Now we have connected the device. Now we can go back to Adobe Digital Editions. So here we have Adobe Digital Editions, and as you can see, the Kobo ebook reader shows up here. And in this page, now when it's connected, you can see that the Kobo device is authorized to be used for DRM protected books. If it's not authorized, you need to click here, authorize device. And when you have done that, your device is ready to be used for DRM protected ebooks. So now this Kobo e-reader is ready to be used because it's authorized with the same account as I have on my Kobo ebook reader and Adobe Digital Editions. So now if we go back into Calibre, here we have Calibre and my test account for books, my test library for books. And now if we go into the device, the Kobo ebook reader, we should see the book we bought, and we can see that here. This is the book we bought. So that is nice to see. And now you need to have some plugins to be used. So open Calibre preferences and go into plugins. Here we click show only user installed plugins because I have already installed these. So here first we have the eBook DRM plugin for removing DRM protected Kobo keypubs from Kobo Store. And you also have one plugin here, DRM plugin. You need to Google this and download these plugins from the web and then install them into Calibre. And I have a video on my channel on how to install plugins in Calibre, so go check out the playlist books. In the playlist books on my channel you find a lot of tutorials and books about ebook reading, so go check that out. So these two plugins is what you need to be able to transfer a book from a Kobo to your Calibre library and then convert it and use it on a Kindle, for example. So now we try to do just that by just clicking on the eBook DRM plugin, and after doing so it usually takes a while because the plugin connects to your ebook reader now and do some stuff and searching and whatsoever, so you need to wait for a while here while the plugin tries to find all your books and so on, so you can see them in a small list here in the plugin itself. So just be patient. After a while you will see the more books you have, the longer this will take. So soon the plugin window will show up, as you can see here. And here all the green ones doesn't have any DRM, but if you select all with DRM, then you see you have this book is red. That means that it has DRM protection. So select that and click OK. And as you see here, this book is successfully added to the library in Calibre. My test library, as I showed you before, will now have this book. So we go into that. This is on the device, this is on the library, on your computer. Here you see this book that I recently bought, added to my test library on my Mac. Incredible, this seems to work. So by checking if it works or not, I usually do this. I do count pages first to count the pages of the book. As you see, 611 pages. After that, I always do a modify EPUB. These plugins you can also install, and I have a lot of videos showing you on my channel on how to use these plugins and why. So check these out. But after this, I always do modify EPUB, because this makes the EPUB file works much better in both your Kindle and Kobo e-reader. So now, as you can see, I have an EPUB and original EPUB. So this is the modified EPUB and this is the original. And that means that this has actually succeeded. You can now use this book as is on your Kindle or whatever device you want, because it doesn't have any DRM anymore. So the last part I always do is to convert a copy to KPUB. KPUB is the format you should use on a Kobo device. So I always have that as a backup here. After converting the EPUB to a KPUB, we will now have 3 books: EPUB, KPUB and original EPUB. That is what I usually do, and sometimes I also convert to KFX. That is a format you must have to be able to sideload books to your Kindle e-reader using a cable. But I usually never use a cable to sideload books on my Kindle. I always use the wireless transfer by Send to Kindle, and I have added Send to Kindle feature into Calibre. You can find a video on my channel on how to do that. So I have all that ready. So what I will do now is send this to my Kindle by right clicking on the book and choose Connect Share in this menu. And I will not show you that because then I will unveil my secret email address from Amazon Kindle. So I will not show you that. And as I said, you can find a video on how to do this in deep. I have a video, a tutorial about how doing that. So check that out instead if you want to see how to add Send to Kindle from Calibre. So I will choose Connect and Share and send it to my Kindle, but I will not show you that. So now I have sent that file to my Kindle. So now we go back to the desktop cam. And here we have the Kindle device, my Kindle Paperwhite. By the way, I have ordered on Black Friday a Kindle Basic 2 because I want a smaller Kindle 2 so I can have it always with me in my bag or my pocket and so on, and have this Kindle Paperwhite at home and have the smaller one always with me. It will come on Wednesday, so I will do a video on Wednesday with an unboxing of the Kindle Basic. So that will be exciting to try. So let's do a sync to see if we can get that book. I do a sync up here and then I do a search for that book. It takes apparently a very long time before it shows up. Recently Send to Kindle has taken a bit longer to do for me. I don't know why actually. Let's do one more search. Like so. Now it has showed up on my Kindle. It took quite long time actually. I don't like that. It has been faster before, but a few minutes and now it's ready to download on my Kindle. Just download it like so. And here we have the cover and all. And we click on that to start reading it. And as you can see, I bought a book on the Kobo Store and I can read it on my Kindle without problems. As you can see, it works great. Finally, this is so awesome because the Kindle store is terrible when it comes to Swedish books. You can't find anything for Swedish almost. It's terrible. So now I can buy books from the Kobo store and read it everywhere. I can read it on my Kobo. Of course I can do that. And I can read it on my Kindle and my coming Kindle Basic also, and also on my phones using the Kindle app. So I'm very, very, very happy. So this worked finally. This experiment was a success. So hopefully you have learned something from this video. I think this is brilliant. I'm so happy actually. I bought a book in the Kobo store and I converted it in Calibre. And after that, I send it to my Kindle without any protection. And now I can read it on any device. That is how it should work, I think. This is my opinion. And that is, if you buy a book, you own it. You should not be not provided to read it on what you want. If you buy a book, you should be able to read it anywhere, on any device. That is what I think. And this is actually a success. This project was a success and I'm so happy actually. So please like this video and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You find a lot of other videos there. Check out books playlist, for example, there is my videos about ebook reading and tutorials and a lot more. So check that out. Okay, bye.